Just figured I'd give everybody a little seed update. Our tomatoes are all coming up. I think just about every seed we planted has germinated. I usually have really good luck starting and growing tomatoes from seed. These are all of our peppers, and not a darn tootin' one has actually germinated. So I'm probably gonna plant something different here altogether. I had this exact same issue last year, and I remembered that I ended up buying pepper plants for the garden off the Amish greenhouse that's nearby. So over here on this tray, I also pulled out my handy sheet. I don't know if you guys remember from my starting seeds video or not, but I wrote down what I planted in every single column of these trays, and I don't move them, so I know exactly what they are. Now on this tray we have 2 different types of broccoli. That's what's here, and you can see not very many of them have actually come up. So I'm going to replant all of those broccolis and hope for better luck. Over here is our celery, and our celery is actually coming up really well. I'm gonna have to really thin that down. Celery seeds are so hard to see though, so you end up sowing a lot of them. Then over here on our tray 3, if you remember, we have cauliflower, kohlrabi, beets. So that's here. We have cauliflower, kohlrabi, and beets. So, what else do we have here? Then we have chamomile. So these are beets. And then we have chamomile. And then the last 2 columns there at the very end, those are evening primrose. So this whole tray has actually germinated really, really well. I'm actually really impressed with that. I'm going to replant my broccoli. Like I said, I'll probably have to thin out my celery here at some point. And I'm gonna figure out what I'm going to plant here where the peppers had been. I have, what do I have? 4 times 5, so I have 20 potential plants here. I'm not sure what I'm gonna put. So I got out my packet of seeds. These, if you remember back from whenever I was starting seeds, I believe I talked about these then, or maybe it was in the planning the garden video actually. I had these all grouped together. These are all my herbs. They're gonna go in my herb garden. These can all of these seeds can be sown directly in the dirt, but I'm gonna just try because I have all of these empty containers here, these peat pods from my peppers that did not germinate. So I picked out 5 herbs that I want to try to grow in here. So I'm going to do some wormwood, Genovese basil, peppermint, comfrey, and this is marshmallow. So I'm going to get those planted, and I've got to re-water these all of these containers, these trays, and I'm going to use those vitamin packs that they came with. So I got all of my new seeds planted. I was gonna do those herbs, but I changed it up a little bit. What I have in this column here is lemon seeds. Girls and I are gonna try to grow our own lemon trees. I don't know how well this will work, but it's an experiment. This column is marshmallow, and then these 3 are comfrey. I use comfrey a ton, so I'd really love to get an early start on that if I can, and a lot of it too. So comfrey, marshmallow, lemon. Then I got 3 deciso, something like that, types of broccoli, and then 3 calabrese broccoli. I got those replanted. So now I'm just gonna re-water. I added one of those vitamin packs into a gallon of water, and I'm just going to re-water my trays. If, like, this tray doesn't need as much water, so if I have any water left over, I'm just gonna leave it in the pitcher and I'll just store it back there until they need watering again. All right, we will check back here in probably a week and let you know how the seeds are looking.